you get to play the intro, Scott, I get a free level.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Let's just do that now. But, okay, quick. Hi, I'm Scott, and that's Jason making me play the intro. So hold tight. We're going to just do the intro fast. 1 second.
The nature of your emergency. Please send help. It has fangs and claws. It's not. Please. Oh no. It's coming. It's too late.
Miss, it's going to be okay. Miss, it's done. It can't hurt you. You're safe now.
And we're back. Put down the vodka, Jason. Put down the vodka. All right. So, now that we played the intro, thank you, Jason. I am Scout's Guts Gates Files, and these are my awesome players of Monster of the Week Down the Road campaign. The stars of the show. We'll introduce them over here, starting with Cassie, who's all ready to go.
Yes. Hello, good peoples. We're going to hunt the monster.
Yeah, you are. Next is Emily.
Hi.
Emily is in need of some energy, so if anyone could just, give her that extra little bit, through the ether, that'd be awesome. So next we have Jason.
I'm Jason. If you donate or subscribe to the stream, Emily will get energy drinks, and that will be entertaining.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, that's what this stream needs is Emily like 3 times more filled with energy as she normally is. And a heart attack, by the way. So yeah, no, that's good. And last but not least, we have Brian.
Hi, all my favorite people out there. How are we doing today?
Oh wow, we are your favorite people. That's awesome. I feel it right there. So okay, so let's see. So last we met our hunters was they just got done killing a shadow ninja of all things, returning a skull to its rightful family, restoring honor to their house and name, etc. Yes, please more light, Cassie. I want to see you. You're looking beautiful, by the way.
Yeah,
Honor. We restored honor to their house, where we also kidnapped them.
We did.
Yep.
No,
It wasn't actual
we knocked her out
kidnapping.
and left her in her yard.
Why did you guys do that? That was so wrong.
God.
It's not.
That was so bad.
It's not really kidnapping, and remove her from the. I guess it was only technically a short stint of false imprisonment.
Charles
Wait.
has no memory of this.
No,
I
it
have
wasn't
no memory of
kidnapping.
this.
It was assault.
Pixar
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Good times
As
were
the
not
kids
had
would
by
say.
all on that adventure. So here we are, and we're not going to do for this one. In fact, you know what? Let's look. We're going to jump into this one. What's called in media res. So in the middle of the action. So Hawk, there you are. Are you ready?
How is this all my fault? All
Why? My question is why not, Hawk? So Hawk, there you are.
because Charles exists.
The rest of the
It
team
can't
is
be all my
finished.
fault because Charles exists.
The rest of the team is finished, and you find yourself standing alone. It's all on you. You look down the alley, lit only by neon at this hour, and see 2 enemies standing defiant. You have 1 shot left. So my question to you, Hawk, is, how are you going to handle this 7-10 split?
Oh, well, obviously, 1 shot left. I gotta make it count. Gonna have to throw that down, just kind of hugging the gutter, catch the side of that 7-pin, shoot it across, knock over the 10. I can do this. I can do this. I can totally do this. This isn't that hard. I can do this.
All right.
Oh, well.
Roll to kick some ass on those pins.
You rolled act under pressure.
Act under pressure.
And I rolled a 3 for act under pressure.
You're trying to kick those pins' ass. This is actually, I suppose, act under pressure is equally wonderful. We'll give you a kick some ass try though.
Okay, and kick some pins' ass.
Alrighty then.
Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe. I not having a good game. No, I'm not normally like this. Really.
So are you're just not on your game literally here.
Whose idea was it to go bowling anyways?
So you guys watch as the ball kind of glides down the alley. It looks like maybe it has a chance. It's hugging onto that gutter. It's like it has a second. It's just perfect. You can see the spin, the counter spin going, where it's bringing it back in. It's gonna slide. Nope, down the gutter. It was horrible. Oh well.
That's
So
what Darcy says. That was horrible.
That was horrible. Well, the other team starts cheering. So the other team, also from the same company. So it's the Spooky Triplets and Mei Lin. And they are cheering. Well, Mei Lin is very quiet and reserved. She's like, you're pretty sure she's some kind of like, Shaolin monk type of individual. And the Spooky Triplets, they are spooky. So it's the Spooky Triplets are Sabrina, Susie, and Scarface. And these were their given birth names. Coincidentally, Scarface does have a scar on her face. There we are. So yeah, they're doing the cheering. The Spooky Triplets, they're doing their thing. They have their bowling shirts on. They're in full gear, just like you all. And they're doing the whole cheering, group hug in a circle minus Mei Lin. And they're like, looks like you owe us beers. What do you do?
I look back at the rest of my teammates with hanging face in utter shame.
In utter shame.
Clearly, I brought dishonor. Clearly, I brought dishonor on our house.
You see Scarface gives Hawk a little wink, and then turns back to her nachos. Nachos and pizza are everywhere over on both sides.
Hawk will trudge back up to the the restaurant area and get another pitcher of beer. And I'll grudgingly hand it over.
Yeah, they'll take it, and it's like it's gone in the space of minutes. These girls can drink.
Charles looks back and makes sure his 4 pitchers of beer have been untouched.
They're just standing there undrunk.
Who
does that?
He was going back to drink them right now. He's just, don't you dare touch my beer. This is mine. That is yours. This is Charles' beer.
I have a question.
Sure.
Does the bowling alley have like an arcade area?
Yeah, it does. Right now,
Darcy,
everything is midnight bowling. By the way, it's like black lights are lighting up the whole place.
Cosmic bowling.
Okay, here's the most important question: is there a Dance Revolution machine in this arcade?
Oh Jesus! Does anybody want this? Even in roleplay land, I don't know, but yes, there is. Of course, there is.
Oh yeah, Charles is
all
gonna
I'm
go.
gonna say, All I'm going to say is Charles beat me to asking that question.
Charles has both pitchers of beer in his hands, and he goes, "All right, you defeated us in bowling, but do you have the moves?" He's just chugging. He's going to the Dance Revolution machine.
Darcy is in the arcade area, scoping out the claw machine, seeing if she can break into it.
Oh well, Darcy probably knows all of like the maintenance codes. Like there are like when you actually do maintenance on these to fix them and kind of do the gauge the claw. There's like, okay, so it's literally like the press button, hold, go left, go right, hit this thing, etc. And now the claw's at 100% force, and it will surely grab onto what it is. So Darcy absolutely knows those.
I like how Scott has now established in our fiction that Darcy, in her childhood, just spent a bunch of time at arcades figuring out.
Yeah. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I see this. This is.
No, you're absolutely right. And in fact, Darcy is going to acquire. Oh, I'm gonna say it's like a little plush dog, but it's got like a halo and little angel wings, and she's gonna give it to Dumas.
Oh, and how's Dumas handling the defeat?
She's probably just sitting in one of the chairs, kind of just leaning back, and just it's like, so Hawk, I don't know what that was, but it looked like you were giving it out your all.
Oh, you hear Charles shouting in the background, "Why did we make Hawk our anchor?"
Like, yes, Dumas. I was just off my game tonight. Now you can watch me or you can join me. And I go and pull out one of those big red plastic revolvers and stick my coins in to start a game of House of the Dead.
Nice. Yeah, so right
Because
behind
there's nothing to blow off stress quite like blowing off zombie heads.
True story. True story. In game or out of game. Yeah, right behind Dance Dance Revolution, you hear the yip 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 of Fenrir, and Fenrir is actually wearing his own bowling shirt. Also, he has his own little bowling shirt that matches yours. Cheering on Charles, of course.
Yeah, well, when Darcy gives her the plush animal, she just kind of looks at it for a moment and then looks at Darcy and
It's a gift for you.
It's a gift.
yeah, she'll take it and just look at it, like set it on the bench next to the house of the gun machine.
Meanwhile, Hawk is decimating the undead.
I'm gonna take that as you like it. Okay, bye. Darcy runs off again.
So as you're all kind of doing the games, the weird sisters they bring the pitcher with them as they're coming. And they're like, "You won't believe this, all," Sabrina says. She's like, "I just go." It's like we're looking forward to a little bit of a break. In fact, we're kind of told to take a break, but here it is. We just got the latest facts, and we have to go to North Dakota. Anybody want to go for us?
Charles is kind of drinking a
Why
little.
would we do
He
that?
He stopped drinking a little bit. What did you say?
Oh, it says it's like flesh eater, pile of bones, Canada to Fargo, yeah, we could actually use a vacation.
And the pitchers have dropped out of Charles's hands.
That's a mess.
His eyes twitching. Darcy!
I'm not a dog, Charles. And she comes up from like the side that you're not expecting her to come up from, whichever one that is, Charles.
Like a true thief.
What's up?
You're gonna see that all the colors drain from his face. We need to go.
Like back to the RV or what? Are you
Back to
feeling
the-
sick from all that beer and nachos and pizza? You've eaten a lot today.
Darcy, you know that this beer is so watered down that I could drink the entirety of the stock here and I wouldn't even feel a buzz. No.
Yeah, but you can't eat all the food here and not feel anything.
Yeah, there's probably a rule that after Charles or actually anyone has a full meal and they have to drop a deuce, it has to be at the place you're at. It cannot be in the RV. It's just not done. There's etiquette here we have to follow.
Okay. Charles is going to quickly turn around and snatch the fax out of the weird sister's hand.
All right.
And he's
Forgive
going to
him.
You want us
He
to
has
go and
no
do this for you?
manners.
and he's going to gently hand it to Darcy. Darcy, please read this.
All right.
Ooh.
I'll show it to you.
What's in it for us if we go?
All right. There you go. Go ahead and read the facts. Fax number 3 has been shared with you.
Alright, spookies, you really need to stop scaring the norms. Yes, your success rate is nearly 100%. When she says that, Darcy kind of like makes a face like 100%. But we spend twice what we pay you in bribes and social media costs to clean up your messes. I get it, it's your stick being strange and magic-y, but cut it the fuck out for a bit, Jesus. Crossroads Campground, just north of Fargo, North Dakota. Termination. Target is not normal. Are they ever normal? Commission standard. Bonus on boner pelt recovery. Triggering incident. Piles of bones found in conjunction with missing persons from Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and now down to the U.S. in a campground outside of Fargo, North Dakota. The bones have been examined by medical experts, and the best model for what may have done this was an abnormally large hyena. The bones have been chewed through to broken, then the marrow licked out, then discarded into a distinct pile at each general site. Local contacts Forest Ranger William Kent. He's expecting you. Well, he's not us.
Is anyone? Does anyone?
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
All right, look here, weird,
Yeah, I
creepy
will point
sisters.
out
We
that-
will be taking this case happily. You can go off and be weird somewhere else now.
Doing what? Hold on, Charles. What?
We are going to be taking this case, weird sisters, so you can go off now. Bye bye, shoo shoo. Go be weird somewhere else.
You see, the spooky triplets kind of, they're like cheering and kind of, they're already really drunk. Maylin is kind of like, she's one that gives you kind of a look like she could have used the money, and then kind of, she's like the hawk, I would think, of the group in the sense of trying to keep the others out of trouble and keep them as far away from the law and keep them on the straight and narrow as possible. She's like literally physically guiding them out in one pack of triplets as they go out the door.
Charles is crouched in front of
As-
Finra, and he's just, Finra, it's time. And he's going to be rushing off to the RV.
Well,
As a Canadian, I will point out that Saskatchewan and Manitoba are both provinces and neither are cities. That's kind of like saying it's a campsite outside Colorado, Ohio.
I was just being general with the facts. Like generally, there's probably several places in the province. And well, I've been to Manitoba. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Canadians are cool. I like them.
Well, I guess we're going to Fargo. I don't know who let Charles make these decisions, but hey, we're doing that now, so that's great. And Darcy is
Do we
going
really
to.
want to go to Fargo? I've seen that movie.
You hear the horn honking from the RV.
Darcy starts like jogging out of the bowling alley, like, "Hey, you better not be in the driver's seat."
He's in your driver's seat. And he's just got the most concentrated look on his face.
What's Dumas doing?
Let's see. I imagine she'll just be walk out, slow, calm. Just take her time.
Dumas has all the time in the universe. More or less. Excellent.
Honk is just going to kind of sigh and just go into the RV and kind of.
I envision Hawk is also the one who like takes everybody's shoes up to the front and like, pays the final tab or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell me differently, but that's my head here.
Yes,
that's
nobody else, especially not Charles, can be trusted to actually do that.
I like to imagine Charles and Darcy when they're running out of the bowling alley, just like kicking the bowling shoes off and then like running in their socks.
Oh, I also imagine he still has like 2 pitchers in his hands as
Oh
he's
my
running
God.
outside.
We're going to need the deposit on those pitchers too.
Yeah, sure. But I return everybody's bowling shoes and get everybody's regular shoes.
Right?
They all run out to the RV in socks.
That's how we
And
roll.
I'm going to get a plastic bag from the clerk and put all the shoes into it. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to pay for the pictures, pay for the bowling, pay for everything, and just kind of go out and just sigh heavily and into the RV and into my bedroom in the back. And I'm going to stash the bag with everybody's shoes under my bed. But I'm not going to mention them.
Oh, great. So we don't have shoes.
Oh man,
Well,
Charles has got holy socks.
eventually you'll realize that you forgot your shoes, and we'll probably already be on our way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like no, maybe next time you want to look before you leap.
Charles probably always has an extra set of Crocs, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
He's got his Crocs on. They're the ones with the fitted toes. So he's all set.
I think when Darcy comes in, the stuffed animal's sitting on her bed.
She regifted Dubai, regifted back to Darcy.
All right.
Dumas sitting there like, all innocent. Yeah.
Darcy is gonna put the plush on the dash next to the Freddie Mercury bobblehead. I didn't forget. And say, "It's okay. He'll be safe up here."
All right. Do you guys want to do
People's shoes,
Oh, go ahead.
people's shoes will reappear in their beds while they're asleep. So,
Dumas,
mysteriously, as if like shoemaking brownie put them there.
Dumas will come up to Hawken with a bike helmet in her hand and say, like, "You want to ride for a while?"
That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, this is how Charles drives. So he's like at the wheel like this.
Okay, he's not driving. He's not driving. Okay, it's not happening. Darcy doesn't have a lot of things.
Darcy doesn't have a lot of things that are legal.
Yeah,
This is one of them.
we can leave.
This is actually the only thing.
We can leave Excital D and Excital Do to each other's amusement. Let's get out of here.
Nice. Pull over, let the bike down from the lift there. Next thing you know, you got 2 sets of 2 electric boogaloo.
I do want to say that in the interim since our last adventure with the Shadow Ninja, there has been a sign put up in the RV that has Darcy's permanent number now. She's no longer using burner phones.
Wow. This is like a whole new era. Is that a move?
Is that a move?
Yeah. And remembering Darcy's actual number.
And
Fail.
it's got like an area code for like bumfuck nowhere Iowa or some shit. Like, but yeah, she has a permanent phone number now.
Wow. Everyone's growing up, becoming adults and stuff. It's crazy. All right. So Dumas and Hawk are on the bike following the RV. Are you doing anything dangerous out there, Dumas? Or are you just kind of taking it slow and steady as Hawk grips on for dear life? Dangerous. Like you're like weaving around, cars and stuff and taking those turns extra steep.
Probably a little bit. Not too much, but keep it exciting.
Yeah, has Hawk had the exciting Dubai motorcycle experience before? That's the EDME. Has Hawk had the EDME before?
Sounds like a drug.
It might be like a drug.
Well, that's let's go with yes, but not this intense.
Yeah, I can, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine Hawk grabbing on to Dumas with such ferocity that it's like their atoms commingle. They're pressed so hard against each other so that Hawk doesn't fall off and die. Am I there? Am I off?
So Charles is in the bathroom at the moment.
He's not.
He's in the shower and he's got some bottles next to him and his gas can, and he's doing this. You pour the liquor out, you pour some gasoline in, you put the cloth in the bottle, and then you burn it right up. This is Charles's murder pokey, and everything dies. And now I make another Molotov cocktail. And that's what he's just doing.
Well, it's scary to hear from the front of the cab.
Without being aware of what's going on, Hawk is suddenly overwhelmed by this sense of relief for not being there.
And the RV blows up, and now we're down to 2. Dumas and Hawk are the team. That's everything.
Yeah.
Dumas and the Hawk.
Darcy.
Dumas and the Hawk.
Busting head.
She's not exactly paying attention to Charles. She has turned on Smokey and the Bandit while she drives.
Well, that's great.
That is an excellent movie.
I feel as if it's very in character for Darcy to enjoy Smokey and the Bandit.
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
I mean, it's got everything. Explosions, cool cars, running from police, making police look stupid.
Yeah.
Beer. Burt
Now Charles has come
Burt
out of the
Reynolds.
bathroom with a bunch of bottles in a little wagon.
He's
He's casually walking behind Darcy, doing a little dance. Now it's time to make a pike bomb so I can blow it the fuck up.
Hey, don't blow up my RV. I don't care if you blow up other things. But I paid good money
Do a
for
little
this shit.
Yeah. What I was saying, Hawk can definitely feel Dumas' stomach muscles shift when they take the turns.
Nice.
I have the perfect song for the soundtrack to go along with being dangerous on motorcycles. In my head, it's totally would be "Fire" by Scooter.
You have to hum a couple frames that I don't.
If you
Sing it.
um,
Sing it, Hawk.
it's like it starts like. Well, I mean, it's mostly instrumental. It's just like 3, 2, 1, fire, and then it's just this really hard driving beat for a while. Have to YouTube it.
It does sound appropriate. Don't play it on the stream. Don't play on the stream. I'll have to wipe it out. Sure.
Yeah, wait till the break and then go YouTube it.
I will do that. All right. So if this was a travel montage type of show, we'd see like the the camera would kind of close in, probably on the RV, and then kind of go through it, all the way along the back, and then come out the back, and then the camera would kind of zoom in on the motorcycle as it's taking a really steep turn. Hawk still upright, it went so fast, and then kind of zoom in on the light of the motorcycle, and then when it zooms out, you guys are pulling into this your destination area.
Which is?
It is. Let's see how.
Is this the part where we find out that Scott didn't figure out where we were going?
I know exactly where you're going. No,
apparently we're going to Saskatchewan, Manitoba.
No, we're going to Fargo, North
No, we're
Fargo.
going out to the north of Fargo.
Yes, you're being sent to let's see, what's the name of the campground? Let's give it a name. Let's see how. Let's call it the North Post Campground, just outside Fargo, just to the north of Fargo. And if you haven't been outside of Fargo, it's desolate. It's nothing interesting north of that. All the way to the border, it's just nothing. It's very uninteresting. But there is forest, etc., and that's where you are. Yeah, you guys pull into the North Post Campground.
Woohoo! Camping! Good thing we have an RV, right?
There is an attached RV park, actually.
Perfect! Convenient!
Yes, an RV for camping.
Yep. The North Post RV lot.
Heck
Yes.
yeah. I imagine this is one of those little things that Darcy gets really excited about because finding parking for an RV is probably a pain in the ass. So when there's an actual designated RV space somewhere, she's like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
So, are you guys going to the RV park first to kind of park it off and then find Ranger, what's his name? Ranger William Kent? Or what you doing? Tell me all about it.
Yeah, Darcy's parking. I don't know about Dumas.
Yeah,
Right.
Duma will probably go up to the end of the road where it kind of turns into trails, and probably park the motorcycle and get off.
Okay. So Darcy, as you pull into the RV lot, there's several types of RV lots in the world, and this is the one where it's actually like half criminals, half families passing through type of thing. So right away you kind of you lock eyes with several people as you're going through who are obviously up to no good, on the run or hiding from the law, maybe cooking meth, and then there's the family with 3.5 kids and all that kind of stuff. So as you park.
Yeah, Darcy's kind of since you called special attention to it, she is sort of taking note of the people she's just got that vibe from. I imagine she's pretty good at sussing out other criminals. I mean,
Birds of a feather.
sort of oh, Sorry, my cat was destroying things.
Okay, cats will do that. So from where you park, you can actually see Dumas, where Dumas and Hawk have stopped. Looks like the trailhead from the campground. By the way, that's totally not a motorcycle parking space, but nobody's really correcting Dumas in that as they walk by. So she does get kind of dirty looks here and there from the families with 3.5 kids.
Yeah, she'll just take off her motorcycle helmet and grin, run her hands back through her hair. Just kind of just looks smug. And when she's standing, what time of day would you say it is?
It's like early afternoon, like 1 or 2 p.m.
Okay.
What's Hawk doing?
Just kind of follow along behind Dumas. Hawk's probably, it's not in suit, probably definitely more punk looking with salt leather jacket, probably the black denim jeans. I mean, the hair is a mess. It's helmet hair now.
The worst kind.
Definitely not as dressy as she can be, but otherwise just following behind Dumas.
All right, what's just
kind of looking around, taking in.
Excellent. Yeah, with using Dumas as like a shield between her and anyone dangerous, more or less.
No, I'm not expecting danger. Should I be reading a bad situation?
Not yet. Not quite yet.
Yes, Darcy. There are criminals here now that we've arrived. Yes, sir.
Now that is a good question. Does the rest of my party have that kind of sense?
I will say,
oh yeah,
I will say
from the law.
no. I mean, it makes sense to me that Darcy can pick up on other crooks. It's like, oh look how they have. If you look close, you can see the license plates are three thick. So all you have to do is pop one off, and you have another license plate. She notices things like that where the rest would have to make a concerted effort to oh, that's weird. They must just not wanted to take their license plates off, and they got a new one.
Huh. Well.
Yeah.
I know Dumas.
Well, it depends.
Dumas is definitely from
Depends
an
how obviously they are bad sort.
Yeah, you're bad people, kind of, sort of, generally, but not always.
Well, I thought Dumas, before she became a crazy angel, was definitely from an outlaw biker gang type thing.
True story. So what are Darcy and Charles doing at this point? Have you disembarked the RV?
Oh yeah, the RV door is going to be swung wide open, and what comes out is Charles in full battle gear. He's got camo across his face.
Jesus.
Fenrir's right behind him, and Charles spent all of his money he made from the last mission on having a custom jacket made for Fenrir to match his, and Fenrir's got camo across his face too.
Darcy follows this clown out of the RV and kind of takes a look around, and she's gonna sort of nudge Charles and be like, hey, you might want to lie low for now. You stick out like a sore thumb, buddy.
Oh please, nothing but a bunch of, well, I guess you would call them weirdos around here. We're fine. Let's go find this ranger. And Charles is taking off.
Yeah, before anybody can act besides Charles can actually follow, this lady, she's like you would say in her early 50s or so. She has like, the tall hair and all that, and the glasses, and probably dresses a little young for herself, but she's like immediately over by you all. And hey, is anyone gonna be paying for that RV to be here? Proprietor here, hello.
Hi. Yes. Someone will be paying for that.
With a big sigh, Hawk is going to start walking over.
The face.
Darcy's gonna kind of like pat herself down, sort of. She's not used to paying for things. She doesn't carry currency around with her. She's gonna go. Just 1 second. Let me run into my RV real quick. And
Is Hawk actually going to approach her?
Yeah. Hello. Yes. Yeah, we'll definitely need parking for a day or two. What is
The rate? So the rates, we'll say it's 20 a day. That includes utilities, and you can drain your shitter.
we'll say, like, she doesn't know.
uh
Wait,
uh
is she trying to con?
excellent. And
Yeah.
Hey.
Dumont
seems like a reasonable rate to me.
Dumont gives the woman the side eye.
Yeah, Darcy's gonna kind of lean over to Hawk and be like, "Hey, hold on, don't do that yet. I'm gonna need to see some, I don't know, proof that you're the proprietor, ma'am."
Like, I'll have you know, my name is Bev Cannon. If you look over there on the lead RV, it says Cannon Incorporated.
Okay, but how do I know that you're Bev Cannon?
Oh, my. And she turns around, James! And this old guy comes out of that camper. And it's like he's wearing like the bib overalls, one's off, all that kind of good stuff. And it's like, what? 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 I was right in the middle of my stories in a nap. Like, will you please tell these wonderful individuals that I am the owner of this establishment? It's like, yes, she owns it. It was her first husband's. He's like, nice to meet you, nice folks. Good to see quality people coming around here.
Quality, huh?
Well, they didn't see
Charles turns and waves back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Darcy's gonna like take a step back and be like, "Okay, Hawk, go ahead. Go ahead, you can pay the lady."
Yeah, just like I had to pay for the bowling. It's like I have to pay for everything with you people. Alrighty then. Probably be here for a couple.
No, Jason.
All right, and a receipt, please.
Of course. And honey, I know all about having to be the one that takes care of the finances. Whew. Why don't you come on with me? I'll get you that receipt.
Then.
Darcy's gonna drape her.
Darcy, yeah, I'll be right back.
There was silence.
It was silence.
Yes.
I was going to say, when Hawk leaves, Charles is just chuckling to himself. Sucker.
Sucker.
And I just call back. I'll meet you at the RV when I'm done here. Just a few minutes. Wait for me. Yeah,
Bev immediately kind of what do you call it? shoos you in the direction of like her RV, the main one, and it's like, I totally get it. And I appreciate good quality people like you coming around here. We'll get you that receipt right quick.
Yeah. They're good. They're good people. They just get really excitable whenever we pull into a new town.
Oh, I understand. I mean, I used to actually use this RV. Right now, it's an RV that doesn't go anywhere, but it used to, and I totally understand the new town. And by now you're inside, and she's taken your cash, held it up to the light, looking for the the like little marks and stuff. Oh, that's a good one. Writes you out your receipt. Man, it's like it's like on the old fashioned carbon paper receipts. So like she writes on it, and her copy is the original. She rips one off underneath and gives you the copy of the carbon copy.
Excellent. Yeah, we should only be here for a couple of days, but if we need to be longer, I know where to find you.
Oh, well, what are y'all here for?
And it does seem to be a mighty fight. One of them said have family up this way, and they wanted to stop in. So, actually, you might know the way. They're supposed to be working at the park ranger, Ranger Kent.
Oh, Ranger Kent. He's at that murder scene out there on the about a mile down the trailhead.
What?
Yeah. Well, you take that receipt then, and you have a nice stay. But just so you know, don't get too far off in the woods alone. The Finches found out the hard way that something's out there.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that warning.
Keep your bear spray handy.
And I'll go and hold up the little like keychain size one I've got with me. It's like always do.
Because of course. Awesome. All right, Hawk's going to head back to the RV at this point.
Yeah, and where to find the ranger?
What was that? You cut out the end there.
We of course have to find the ranger, and that. Yeah, I tell everybody where we're going to find the ranger, and that apparently the ranger's at a murder site.
Nice.
So of course it's very much our thing.
So are we moving as a group this time, or are we all going to be like, no, I'm going to do this, and just fan out? Like, what's going on? Just so I know.
Slowly comes over, points Hawk and Darcy in the direction, puts his hands on their backs and goes, and just starts pushing you guys.
All right. Guess we're going this way. Let's go.
Do we need to put a tarp over Charles to make him less conspicuous?
I don't think that'd be a good idea on any front, really. Meanwhile, Charles knows better than to push Dumas in any direction.
No. Dumas is her own lady. She can do as she will.
Darcy and Hawk are not. They need some direction.
Dumas, you may take your time. These two, they need a little encouragement. Hurry up!
Dumas just leans back against the RV, kind of like with a toothpick hanging out of the corner of her mouth. Just like nods.
All right. The day is. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dumas.
Yeah, and she kind of follows along. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So again, it's around 2:00 in the afternoon. It's a sunny day, actually. No clouds in the sky or anything. The trailhead's very well marked. Even better now that there's a motorcycle next to it. And as you kind of go down, this is obviously one of those nature trails that thousands and thousands of people have gone down in their time. You every now and then you pass someone, and they're coming in the opposite direction, looking freaked the hell out. So as you kind of keep going, go down again, more freaked out people. You could swear that they started on the trail just before you did, type of thing, and now they're already coming back, looking all not right. And it doesn't take too long before you find yourself hitting some police tape right around this small clearing on the trail. And there, sure as heck, there's a guy dressed like a ranger up there, a very old ranger. Has to be on his like last year as a ranger. White hair, looking a bit haggard. He's seen a lot of sun. There's some leather up making up that skin.
But are there cops here?
A ranger technically is a law enforcement officer, and in fact has a gun.
Okay.
All right. So I guess
do
we
you
walk
do?
up. I'll take the lead and just go, hello, Ranger Kent?
Yeah, the ranger's like, yeah, stay behind the line.
We were told that you'd be expecting us.
Oh, and who might you be?
Were the
Charles.
out-of-towners that were called in, control?
Charles comes up and goes, "Can't you tell these three are the weird sisters?"
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Now-
All right.
Now, Mr. Kent, could you please tell
Is your name May? Looking at Charles.
May can be either a female or a male name. I would appreciate it if you did not judge me, sir.
Oh. He's like, sorry,
Okay.
Yeah.
He's looking to hawk for reassurance at this
You
point.
have to understand. You have to understand his full given name is Maynard, but we call him May just because, frankly, it's hilarious.
Frankly, it's hilarious.
Maynard.
Now, please, besides my comical name, could you guide us to the site, please?
Yeah, it's right around the bend. I kind of cut things off here. I did put the tape up over there, but people were able to round the bend and see the site. So this turns out this is better. So yeah, why don't you come with? I'm gonna put just one more layer of tape to kind of get the message through, because people are doing nature walks today and they need to not be. So
All right, that sounds good. Weird sisters, away! And Charles takes off around the
oh
bend.
my god, marking that for
Mercy's
later.
gonna kind of hang back with Dumas and Hawk, and she's gonna say, "Can I be Scarface? I want to be Scarface."
May, how many times have I told you I'm strange, not weird?
Yeah. Dumas looks at Darcy and raises an eyebrow. So how many times you got in a fight?
More than I could count. Well, that depends. Fist fight or like gunfight, or do car chases count as fights?
That's
We'll
a
go
valid
with
question.
fist fights.
Oh well, I haven't gotten any fist fights. You think I'd let anyone punch me in my pretty face? You kidding me?
Scarface.
Oh, Darcy, you let them punch me in my face instead.
Yeah.
Dumas just kind of like rubs her knuckles. Like she definitely has a bunch of scars over her knuckles where she just
Okay.
punched people.
Okay, fine. You can be Scarface.
So,
Whatever.
so you all turn the corner, and there's already a guy there. This guy is out of a literal like African safari. He has the khaki clothes, the khaki shorts with the high socks and the boots, and he has like the hat and everything with the safari wide brimmed hat, and there is a large rifle slung over his back, and he's stooped over this pile of bones. And you've all had biology class. And if you kind of put that's the shin bone connects to the knee bone connects to the thigh bone connects to the pelvis, etc., etc. And yeah, that's a pile of human bones. Like you can see two distinct sets there, two skulls, two femur, four femurs or whatever, four femurs. No, it's not femurs. It's not about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Charles is going to approach, and he's going to say, "That is an amazing gun you have in your back there, sir. Now, I am May, and these are my freaky deaky sisters. And we are here to investigate
I'm weird.
We are the
Strange,
bizarre
not weird.
sisters. Okay, we are the bizarre sisters. So we're here to investigate what made these bones. Now, what have you seen? Now, have you found anything interesting, my good large gun setter?"
He kind of looks up at you. You could tell Charles is being the proud. Again, Dumas is a fighter, but Charles is like a warrior. He kind of sees that stance, that look. So as the dude turns, he turns, and you know that he sensed you before you were even there. And he kind of looks up at you, pushes back the brim on his hat, and looks at you and locks eyes with another hunter, another warrior. He's like, and I'm not going to even try the accent because I haven't practiced it. But he is South African. They have that distinct kind of Dutch English accent going on. And he looks at you. He's like, "Friend, I'm going to tell you. Only thing that did this is a Wendigo. I've hunted them in more places with more names than you know. So I don't know what you're investigating, but just stay out of my way. This is the gun that's going to take it down."
Whew, with the mention of that word, the Wendigo, Charles, he's not doing it in a threatening manner at the guy. It's just
by the way, in the background, the ranger is just kind of shaking his head, like, you might as well be hunting Bigfoot. Continue, please. I'm sorry.
Charles he's got his hands like so clenched hard. You can already see like a little bit of trickle of blood is already starting to go down his fist because just how hard he's squeezing. It's been over 10 years.
Okay. Darcy's taking a step back.
The weirdest of all sisters.
Hawk is wisely staying out of this. The word was mentioned, get away from...
Yeah. Dumas just has her hands like tucked in, like her thumbs tucked into her pockets, kind of like sitting back with her eyes half closed and like grinning, like, looks like we have a competition for the payday.
This must be funny for this ranger. He just saw all three of us collectively move away.
Yeah, exactly. He's like looking towards Charles, like, what? Do they know that I don't?
Dumas didn't move away. She's just like...
Oh yeah, Darcy and Hawk are the squishy ones.
Doesn't matter who takes it out. We still get paid.
Charles is already he's investigating the area around the bones now.
All right, so go ahead and let's do that.
Darcy's gonna lean to Hawk and be like, "Do you think we could get this guy to do it for us?"
Now is investigation cool?
Yeah, you're gonna investigate a mystery, and that's plus sharp.
Oh, plus sharp. Oh, alrighty.
Rich, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Safari Man. You've really helped nail down for Charles, because now Charles gets to instigate. I know my prey.
Yeah, you have a +1 pretty much everything. +1 ongoing with anything involving hunting down this creature.
Not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Was that including your +1?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right.
Charles
So
really used 4 look? Sorry.
did you do tough?
Wait. Oh my
No.
goodness! I thought I hit start.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I hit tough.
Yeah,
Let me
no,
redo
'cause
that.
if you hover over the 9, it shows the roll.
Let me redo that again.
All right, 9 it is.
Number. I love it.
All right. So on a 7 and 9, hold
Yeah.
1.
Hold 1. Okay.
What's your
so-
question?
Charles only has 1. He's only just wants to know. Where did it go?
Oh, all right. So you it kind of takes you a few seconds kind of walking around. You're kind of, seeing what you're upwind and downwind of, etc. And kind of as you circle behind where the hunter is at, you see a couple, just the just the slightest of passages. Like this is like broken stems of flowers and stuff like that, and a little run, like a route to like the northwest of where you're at. And if you like squint, you can probably see like maybe even some fur on a pricker type of bush, not too far down that track that you're looking at. What do you all do?
Charles is gonna get on a knee down to Finra. Finra, Dad, you know what Daddy's got to do. You stay here. Go back. It's time to get them some. It's finally time. I'll get to sleep at night. Charles is going to start walking where it went.
Yeah, Duma wants to walk up to the hunter
Mhm.
and says, "So you say a Wendigo? What do you know about this creature? Do you know anything about what it's weak to? Like does it have a
Vulnerability.
vulnerability?" Yes.
Yeah, he kind of stands from where he was looking and kind of squares up with Dumas. Like, here's what I know about it. Soon, its blood is going to be splattered all over the ground behind it, and one of the big bullets from little Bessie here is going to be causing it. So, why don't you let the men hunt, stay where it's safe with the women folk, and I'll bring it back a trophy. How's that, sweetheart?
Duma
Going to loudly and audibly suck in her breath.
What's Hog doing?
Loudly and audibly suck in breath.
Yeah, what kind of rolls do I need in order to steal this guy's gun?
That's a good question.
Wait, has Charles gotten that far away where he can't hear that, or can he still hear all of that?
I'm saying you'll probably hear all of that.
Oh, Charles immediately turns back around.
Well, okay.
He's turning back around, so he's got until Charles gets back, and he's.
Hey, that's a really cool gun, sir. Would be a shame if you lost it.
Okay, here's what happens. Duma raises an eyebrow and that kind of cocks her head to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the way you want to play. Sir, I think you might want to tell us about this Wendigo and how you came to be here. She starts cracking her knuckles again. Otherwise, maybe things go bad for you.
he just kind of
And the shadows, like I imagine we're like saying like under a tree, so there are some shadows
sure.
kind of like coalesce around her and start highlighting her face.
Yeah, he'll kind of give her like a mock salute, and he watches as she cracks her knuckles. He's like, "Yeah, don't break any nails, little lady. I'll like I said, I'll let you know what happens when I get back." And with that, he kind of looks around, kind of sniffs the wind, and starts moving toward. Actually, now at Charles.
Can I like try to manipulate somebody?
Well, you can if you give him enough of a reason. You have not given him any reason to be manipulated by you. He is not intimidated by what you've shown him so far. So you'll trigger that once you give him a reason to be intimidated by you. Right now, you're just a lady in a leather jacket who is beneath him, or at least that's the sense you're getting. Meanwhile, Hawk is waiting for it.
Does this guy have like a car or something around here?
No, you're on a trail. There would be no ability for a car to come down here.
Okay.
So what's Duma doing? He's going to walk away unless you do something right now, Duma.
Okay.
Come to Charles. Come to Charles.
She just reaches out and puts a hand on his shoulder and just kind of begins to squeeze.
Ooh, interesting. All right. And again, I think Duma does have, if not superhuman strength, at least definitely stronger than she looks. So yeah, that's for kicks. Let's do that. Let's manipulate someone.
All right.
See, now you've given him a reason to maybe be intimidated by you, and then for those watching, in order to make a move, you have to do the move, you have to trigger the move, and the requirement here for manipulate someone is once you have given them a reason. So, like again, there's a reason that they would do what you want them to do. That's when the move triggers, and that's when you can roll plus charm.
Okay.
Don't forget you have you can roll weird instead.
Yes, I have a new move called Unnatural Appeal, which is roll plus weird instead of charm when you manipulate someone.
Cool. Go ahead and do that, please.
Ouch.
Nope.
And
So yeah, so as you put your hand on his shoulder and start squeezing, I'm gonna say that he kind of reaches up and twists it back on you, and now you're in a wrist lock on the ground. You're on one knee. He just kind of like pushes you away and continues on down the path now towards Charles,
who has just witnessed him be mean toward.
mean to one of Charles's team. Yes. All right, he's gonna walk right past you, Charles. What you doing?
This is going to be entertaining.
Oh.
Pop got
Before he gets even all the way back, Charles is going to do one of those ones where he's just going to reach out and he's just going to grab his shoulder like that. Just slowly start digging his fingers into his shoulder.
A lot of shoulder grabbing in this guy. He has some amazing shoulders.
We just love his shoulders.
Yeah, people just want to touch him.
Hey,
that South African accent gets to you, man. I mean, you just want to all over, you know?
But, I mean, Scott, is he hot though?
Absolutely.
Oh, this makes this even better. Okay. So Charles is, after he grabs him, he's just, now look here, you pretty little boy. I originally didn't give two shits less about what you called yourself doing because I already know you're going to die. You have no idea what you're facing.
All right. What are you trying to get him to do? I don't quite understand it yet.
I just want him to. I'm going to make him turn around and apologize to Duma. He's mad.
All right. Go ahead and manipulate someone. Roll plus charm. It's like your best
Yeah.
skill, I think. Your best move.
That and tough. Yay. And add that plus.
All right, an 8. So okay, so 7 to 9. So you gave him a reason. Again, you were already kind of, he was seeing you more as an equal already, and that you kind of did the intimidation confrontation. That was the reason that boom triggered the roll. So 7 to 9, they do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show them that you mean it. So let's see here. So if you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything. So I have a feeling that this stopping him from this hunt is potentially too much. But if you want him to apologize and show deference, the thing he's going to need is for you to take him on the hunt. Giving up this hunt is too much for him.
Actually, you know what? Charles is okay with that because he'll see it as let Dumas show you just how badass she is. So yes, he's okay with this.
Okay. So yeah, the guy kind of again locks eyes with Charles, and again these are two kindred souls looking into each other's souls right here, and he kind of gives he turns around and he walks specifically straight up to Dumas, and I'm assuming she's picked herself up off the ground.
Yes.
And he puts his hands behind his back and kind of like a lock type thing, kind of like, interlacing his fingers, and he kind of gives you a curt, like, gentlemanly bow. He says, "Miss, I'm sorry for manhandling you, and I see that if you're a companion of this gentleman, that you know what you're doing, and I'm sorry for what I said and for what I did. But this hunt is important to me. I ask your forgiveness."
She just shrugs.
She was like, whatever.
And with that, he unslings the rifle, and this thing is large. It's not like a 50 caliber sniper rifle or anything, but this was probably meant to kill like elephants. This is like an elephant gun.
Yeah. An elephant gun was featured prominently in the movie Tremors, which I just watched again last night.
I still want to steal that gun.
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding. I would like to figure out what I need to do that.
Well,
it is a seriously huge gun. Most elephant guns are like 6-7 feet long.
this is not that type of thing. Again, the boar is large enough to want to have killed a
Darcy,
elephant,
don't steal the bait's gun. I need him for bait.
I want to steal the gun. Scott, how do I...
That is a good question. There's no move for that. There's no, especially if he's holding it, you probably would have to just knock him down and take it from him.
Okay.
I don't think there's any stealing here.
Okay, I'll roll kick some ass. I don't care.
Oh my god.
This is just awful. Like I started something horrible.
Oh god, Darcy. All right.
Max under pressure.
What are you doing?
No, I won't do that. We shouldn't attack the NPCs. I won't do that. I do. I mean, I would like to figure out where, his stuff is.
Oh, like where he got here with, like a thing, like a vehicle or whatever. Is that what you're doing?
Like a vehicle, wherever his home base type, where he's keeping his junk. Not.
Charles will get
way.
you the gun.
It's in the khakis.
No way to get you the gun.
So yeah, because he's holding it, I'm saying there's just no possible chance of you actually like pickpocketing a rifle he's holding. Other things on him, maybe. And I would say if you're willing to spend some time at the RV park, you could easily figure out which one is his after some time. Basically, you'd have to go through several, break into several of the RVs, look around, see what's there, and, match it to him. You know what I'm saying?
breaking into the RVs is probably not a good idea, especially since Darcy knows the other kind of people that are there.
I'm
With
saying
her
that's how.
whole like,
If you want to figure out which is his ride, that's probably what you're going to need to do. But you could,
Alright.
but Darcy could do it definitely.
all right, okay, then I won't do any of that.
You won't kick anybody's ass.
Oh,
That was
thank
ridiculous.
goodness.
Darcy.
I am, however, going to do some more investigation of this general area. Maybe not the bones themselves,
Mhm.
but like the area. Like see if there's any like blood stains or broken plants or what have you.
Sure. Go
Stuff.
ahead and investigate a mystery. Roll plus sharp. Ooh, 8. Hold 1. What's your question as you're kind of looking around?
Okay. What can it do? I think that makes sense.
Gotcha. So Darcy specifically isn't looking around at the pile of bones itself. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Again, it's you can kind of see the bones. They've been bitten in half, basically. The jaw is so powerful in this thing. But what isn't obvious to the casual observer who hasn't investigated a mystery is that if you kind of look at the other side of the clearing, is she probably does like a circle of the clearing you're in. There is a what is unmistakably like claw marks going up the tree right over there. And you see, as you kind of complete your circuit back towards the side where like you guys are leaving, there's a matching set on that tree.
It's not in the trees, is it?
If you look up, you don't see any kind of creature looking down at you that you can see, but
Because that would be wild if it was just chilling, watching us terrorize this dude.
too wild.
Okay. Yeah. When I come back around, I'm gonna lean over to Hawk and I'm gonna be like, "This thing can climb trees."
Thanks. Do you have any other great?
Oop, you cut out there, Hawk.
And now Hawk's just gonna look up a lot.
Yeah. The terror is now in 3 dimensions.
Charles is going to point to a direction that the Wendigo went off into and offered our new compatriot that he may lead the line.
All right, he's only too
Alright.
happy to. You can see
And
him
Charles is
immediately. Yeah, he goes into skulk mode. Like he's like, that stance where he has the rifle kind of prepared and is kind of his knees bent, kind of he's moving along, at a steady, slowish pace, kind of looking for any signs of, as Bushmen call it, the spoor.
Charles is going to look back at Dumas, Darcy, and Hawk and basically tell him to stay behind him. And then he's going to specifically look at Hawk and go, "None of that crazy nonsense that we saw the other time. I've got these eyes on you."
Take those eyes off of me and put them back in your head.
Charles looks at you and he pops out his one eye and he's just doing that.
Oh God, you are the weird sisters. What's Dumas doing during this walk?
What kind of weapon is Charles carrying?
Charles has his shotgun and his chainsaw.
We are a group that likes shotguns, apparently.
You're all about the birdshot or whatever. Sabot.
Dumas will say like, "Yeah, let me see your gun a minute."
What does Charles do?
He also happily just tosses it back to Dumas. He's already got it. He's in chainsaw mode now. This is perfect. I can be prepared. You can protect them with old Betsy.
Now, we'll see if we can't help you out a little bit. Come here a minute. She takes the
Come here a minute.
toothpick. She takes the toothpick she had in her mouth. And kind of like pokes it into like the meat of her palm, and until it gets a little bit of blood on the end. And then she takes the gun and begins to like draw the weird runes onto the barrel of the gun
Right?
with
Yeah.
the toothpick.
Yeah, roll plus weird. You're using magic.
Yes, I'm trying to enchant a weapon.
Oh,
Oh my.
This is going.
So it's like
Betsy.
yeah, so Dumas makes this very big kind of spectacle scene of, the blood and the sigils, and they start to glow a little bit, and they glow, and you kind of see them ebb up and down the line of runes she's been using, and suddenly you see the barrel of the gun crumple in the middle, like.
oh
And
no!
then the runes just fade, and it's like, did she mean to do that? Again, everyone's looking like, bitch, just ruined his shotgun on purpose. As far as anybody knows, that was her intent.
This laughter is a character, by the way. Darcy finds this hilarious.
Charles.
Charles he puts his chainsaw back on his back. He's just holding the gun.
Oh no!
Dumas just like she shrugged.
My daughter bought me this gun for my birthday.
Dumas shrugs. Well, nothing lasts forever.
Your 7-year-old daughter bought you a gun?
Welcome to the United States of America.
Stop. Her daughter the mom took her to the store and she picked it out. We all know how this really goes with young people buying gifts.
I would just like to say, I was waiting for Dumas to go like, you have no need of such weapons.
Charles is genuinely sobbing.
Basically been oblivious to all of this, as she's mostly concentrating on looking up.
Up at the trees.
Up at the trees. Hawk is never going to look at the ground again.
Charles is defensively just like holding his chainsaw away from Dumas. Dumas, I think it might be best if you stick to punching things.
Darcy, we
having a good day.
No,
we never asked Hunter Dude what his name was, but anyways, doesn't matter. She's gonna go up to Hunter Dude, sort of who I imagine is still walking, but she's gonna run up behind him and she's gonna go, "Where'd you get that gun? How strong is it? What kind of things do you hunt? What's your name again? I realized I didn't ask you." Basically, just like that, like just asking him a million questions, just because she doesn't like this guy and wants to bother him.
Well, there is no doubt in any of the multiverses that you're succeeding, and plus not only you're asking to him stupid questions, but you're loud. And the last thing hunters want is a yapper when they're trying to stalk their prey. And Darcy is the penultimate yapper in this case. So you can see he's just like, You see a shadow of Charles in his face, like hold in rage, please. Hold in rage. Concentrate on hunt. And right about then, as you're kind of like doing your last question of your series of 75, there's a rustling in the bushes up ahead of you, and Hunter Dude, apparently that's his freaking name, Hunter Dude swings his rifle over, and he's just like, he gets down completely to a kneeling, one knee kneeling position, and his finger moves from like the safe over the guard to actually slightly caressing the actual trigger of the gun. And as you're just like, the suspense builds, you all of a sudden this thing bursts out, and
Is it a bunny?
It is a little girl.
Oh.
She looks to be around 10 years old. She's short blonde hair. She is covered head to toe in mud and dirt, and her clothes, it's like a sundress, are like ripped, like she's like, again, like she's just been running through thorn bushes or something like that, and there's blood on her, cuts, little cuts, again probably from thorns and things whipping against her. And the Hunter Dude moves as soon as he sees it. It's like not a monster or anything. He immediately, the barrel of the gun moves upwards to a safe pointing position, and he kind of looks around and surveys the area. What do you do?
Hawk is going to stop looking up, look straight at this little girl to the front, elbowing Mr. Compensating with his rifle, Hunter Dude, and just kind of kneel down and just kind of beckon this little girl to come in.
Yeah, she looks terrified, and just can tell, like, she, from the look in her eyes, she hasn't gotten any sleep at all for a long time now. And she kind of runs right into Hawk, and arms are around Hawk's neck, hugging her as tight as possible.
Big hug, standing up, just big, comforting hug. Just go, okay, I've got you now. It's okay. It's okay. And just squeeze and hold her as long as I need to.
Yeah, she will, kind of hold on to you real tight for what seemed like minutes, but you can almost feel the adrenaline kind of ebbing out of her muscles, and like the tired taking over as she kind of lets go, and she kind of takes a step back from all of you and looks around, and she's like, "My name is Carrie Finch, and I can't find my parents. I think something happened to them."
Okay, Carrie. Can you tell me what happened? Can you tell me how you ended up getting here without your parents?
I don't know exactly what happened, but my daddy said to run and not look back no matter what happened. And so I was running.
What were you guys doing here in the woods before you had to run?
We were taking a hike. We were trying to get into nature.
Okay. Did you like drive here, or do you live nearby?
No, we walked up the trail. We came in a car. It's like, do you have any sandwiches or some water? You have a soda?
Darcy's,
you have a juice box?
Darcy's gonna step up next to Hawk and be like, "Yeah, I've got plenty of that. Why don't you come with me and Hawk here, and we can go to the campground and get you some food and some water, help you get cleaned up. How does that sound?"
Like, are my parents there?
We're out here looking for anybody who'd be out here like your parents. That's why we're out here in the first place. And when we found you, we're gonna bring you back so where it's safe, where there aren't so many trees and you're not going to get lost. And we're going to keep looking for your parents to see if we can find them.
Oh.
Duma definitely comes up and examines the girl closely. Watches.
What are you looking for or trying to trigger here?
I don't guess anything right now. Let me see.
Just like, is she badly messed up?
She's not. She's hurt only slightly. Again, if you had like 7 or 8 band-aids, you'd probably be able to get her all set up. Outside of the dehydration and lack of sleep and constant adrenaline for God knows how long. But yeah, as kind of Dumas kind of checking her out, that's when you hear like there's this distinctive growl. And Charles, there's this part in your heart that just freezes, stops. It seems like 100 years before it beats again. But that's a freaking Wendigo, and it's now stalking you and your whole group. And that's where we're going to take our halfway point break. We're halfway into the thing. So I'll see you guys in 10, and when we come back, we'll see what the hell goes on here.
Oh no!
All right, how's that sound? Everybody good with that?
Oh, my heart's pumping.
Emily's already gone. She's just already turned off the. Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm taking my 10.
I need my break.
Yes.
But I'm still here.
I'm just like, okay, I will see you guys in 10, and then we'll see what becomes.
Yuppers.
All right, see you in 10.
Of the small child.
You are suspicious of a lot of NPCs. That's just Duma. That's all right.
Yeah, that's pretty much just Duma being Duma.
So when last we left our adventurers, who were apparently being stalked by a Wendigo, the stalkers have become the stalkees, as it were.
Courtesy of Darcy.
Courtesy of Darcy. Cool.
Don't say I never did anything for you.
Yeah. I would never say that. These guys would, but I would not. All right. So yeah, the as you kind of you're with the you're next to the little girl, and you hear that kind of growl, that kind of it's like reverberated growl in the throat of something, and it's like it's over here, it's over there. You're not quite sure where things are coming from, but there's definitely something out there. What do you do?
Duma definitely. I was going to try to read a bad situation.
Excellent. Let's do that. It's probably a good time to do that.
Yes.
Yes. So, all right. So let's read a bad situation. So roll plus sharp, please, Duma. All right.
Ouch.
We're not doing fantastically.
You're getting lots of XP today.
Yeah, I can remember to mark all those.
Yeah, Duma's not having a good day. She's really not having a good day.
So let's see. So you read a bad situation. So let's just for kicks out, because I don't think we've actually done a whole lot of that in this campaign. So reading a bad situation, when you look around and read a bad situation, etc., roll plus sharp. On 10 plus, hold 3. On a 7-9, hold 1. 1 hold can be spent to ask keeper one of the following questions. So basically, as you can see, this is a skill or a move or an ability to see, how to best survive a crappy situation when maybe things aren't really stacked in your favor. So yeah, where to hit things when they're down, type of thing. So you didn't do that, but I'm gonna. You're like. This might actually be some kind of weird thing that's going to keep continuing through the campaign, but you think it's like the girl. It used the girl as bait. It's with her. It's with the creature, or she's with the creature.
Could I perhaps take a turn at reading a bad situation?
Yeah, you're definitely in a position to do so.
While people are reading a bad situation, Hawk is just going to kind of shove the girl a little bit towards Darcy and just head out in the direction of wherever she heard the nearest noise.
Now, would we say this is a dangerous situation?
Holy balls.
Hot damn.
Oh my
yes.
god!
I would. So, but hold that
Hey!
thought. We have a success. Yeah.
Pretty big success.
Yeah, exactly.
That
I
was
think
a perfect roll, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, you got double sixes plus your 2. Yeah, you couldn't get a better roll. So hold 3.
Oh my gosh, that's more than I need. I'm gonna go. What's the best way out? Best way to protect the victims and the most vulnerable to me.
Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Okay, so that's a bunch of questions. So let's start with what's the best way to protect the victims? So Darcy's noticed that like she took in the idea that the beast didn't kill her, even though it's pretty obvious that it probably could have. It seems to you get the impression that maybe it goes for the most dangerous first. So basically, the best way to protect the victim, keep her away from dangerous people. Come on, Charles. Sorry.
Yeah, this is about to get.
So that's that. And what were the other 2?
Best way out and most vulnerable to me. But like the last one's just kind of threw it in there.
Oh, sure. All right. So the best way out that's a really good question. So I will say that right nearby, you can actually hear what must be like a running stream. So if you were to maybe get into it, cross it, you kind of dilute your scent, because this thing is obviously some sort of wild beast, and it probably does track by scent. So the best way out is probably at least running through that nearby stream, if not one up or down it. And what's most vulnerable to you? That's a really great question. I'm not sure how to apply it here.
You could also say that I just can't find that
Yeah.
out based on what's happening right now.
Sure. And I will say this combined with the fact that you kind of already took in the fact that it's a tree climber, and it seems to and from what you've examined, it probably jumps. So if this thing was vulnerable to you, it would be while it was in midair and unable to change its direction.
Gotcha.
I think that's fair. Cool. All right, so that's what you know. What was Charles dying to do right then?
Okay, because I was asking, would we consider this a dangerous situation?
Yeah. I mean, we're not trick or treating here anymore. This is for reals.
All right, guys, it's time for Charles's new ability.
Oh my god!
Big entrance.
What is your new ability? Let's look at it.
Okay, it is called the Big Entrance.
Oh my!
You make a showy entrance into a dangerous situation. Roll plus cool. On a 10+, everyone stops to watch and listen.
All right, go ahead and roll plus cool. You definitely triggered it. I mean, let's go for it. Let's go for it. No pressure, by the way.
You only get marked the biggest threat by all enemies present if you miss this.
No biggie. No big.
This may be the 3rd time in a row that Charles almost dies.
It's his thing, all right?
This is what he does.
All right. On 7 to 9, you pick one creature to stop, watch, and listen until you finish talking.
Yay!
So how do you impress it? What are these words that come out of your mouth?
It's actually not more that he's talking, because when he heard that growl, everything went quiet. And he just started to say the words to a song that he always sang to his family. And he drove them nuts to it. And all you guys hear is him basically singing Danny's song.
How's that go again? You know I'm going to make you karaoke it. So just go
all
for
right.
it.
I'll do it. People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one.
No. You have to sing it, I'm afraid. This is important.
Oh,
Show us what you
people
got.
smile and tell me I'm the lucky one. And that it's just begun. And we're gonna have some fun. Starts his chainsaw. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. And it'll bring a change of love. It just keeps going with that.
All right. I'll say for the first stanza, there's you do have the monster transfixed, though. Again, you no one's quite aware where it is. But for that time, you kind of hear just kind of like a low maintaining, air going in and out of it. That throat gurgle as it does so.
And then the last thing he's just going to say, because he doesn't know where the creature is, he's just going to say, "It's been a very long time."
Could I
Huck
use?
has definitely gone off the trail by now and is looking for it. I don't know if anybody's noticed Hawk's already gone.
All right, so this is Hawk. Let's see here. What do we have?
Running off.
Yeah, what could go
somewhere.
wrong?
I'll check it out.
Oh no!
So,
Is it also that?
let's see here. When you go off by your own. No, I'm going to say that the what could go wrong is what is actually triggering you. When you go off by yourself to check out something, that's like Scooby and Shaggy kind of going into the scary room but they don't know there's anything in there. This is actually like you are in immediate danger.
Yeah, I'm not separate enough from everyone else yet. Oh well, I tried.
Well, I'll still allow you to trigger it. So I mean, hold 2.
Yeah.
Could
Hold 2. I'm off the trail. I'm looking around for it while Charles is apparently singing, and I'm just kind of cursing to myself under my breath.
Could I use this time when Charles is singing and the monster's not paying attention to scoop up Carrie and start running over to where I hear the stream?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, again, it's not that it's not paying attention; it's just transfixed and not moving. So, but yeah, you can definitely take the opportunity to do so. Yes.
Is this a roll at all, or
And
do
you'll
I
get
just
a
do it?
I'm going to say that you haven't triggered anything, and there's no move I feel the need to make at this point. But you're definitely, by breaking away from the group, I do want to point out that you are in the potentially dangerous area here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're not free of it, but you are. I'm saying you are using your move that you used to kind of get out of there. And remember, if you act on the answers, you get +1 ongoing. So keep that in mind too. Should I have you make any rolls? You haven't triggered anything yet. I haven't done any moves yet.
Okay.
Dumas.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Dumas. What are you doing?
Dumas will step up next to Charles, take her gloves out of her back pocket, put them on. Leather creaks as she puts on the gloves. She looks over to Charles and says, "This the one."
This is the one, Dumas. This is the one.
Yeah, the hunter dude, by the way, has broken away. He's out of the area. He kind of went off into the brush, and a few moments later, Darcy sees that they're next to each other, Like he's now stalked up. The hunter dude is stalked up to beside Darcy.
I'll say Dumas kind of like back to back with Charles, so it can't sneak up on us.
Gotcha.
What a duo.
So
they're back to back. We can sneak up on them. Darcy's going off towards the stream, and Hawk is wandering around through the foliage, up mostly, but also kind of ahead and around. No particular direction, but
so I will.
If I was any worse, I'd be here, kitty.
Kid. By
So,
the way.
so Hawk, it's almost too much to resist. You'll have to act under pressure. It's a roll plus cool.
Oh no.
Act under pressure?
Yep.
Okay, well, this is going to be bad. I'm going to use one of my what could go wrong hold for +2 on act under pressure.
You can. I think you can spend it afterwards. I'm not going to make you spend the hold before. This is what you spend your hold when you need it. So don't spend anything yet. Make your roll. So yeah, if you do spend one hold to add +2, that will take you into the 10+ range.
Onto it. Mixed successes are more fun.
Okay. So let's see here.
Make you do something mean to me.
I can do something mean to you?
Choice or
Is that how you see me? I'm the dude who does mean stuff to you when you roll below a 10? That hurts me inside a little bit.
As a GM, act under pressure mixed successes are the worst. Like, I never know what to do.
So let's see. So it's a mixed success. So you do what you wanted to do, which was not get pounced on by something. However, you basically are, as you're kind of, wandering around almost aimlessly, I think. You're not looking for a specific thing or anything. Like, down in front of you pops this thing, and it is not as tall as you expected. I know that's a cliche, but it's about, I don't know, 5'6" or something like that. And it does look like a smaller version of like a Bigfoot. The thing that you notice, the two things are its big claws. It has claws about 2 inches long that come out of each of its fingers, and its mouth. Its mouth is attached to a big head. The mouth opens like wider than it looks like it should physically be able to, and there are just jagged, nasty teeth inside. So it doesn't. You aren't going to get pounced on, but I am going to say that you're going to take a 0 damage scratch, as it basically grabs you by the face and runs its claws just on the surface of your skin, and it kind of opens its maw so that it's like right in your face, and it lets out a rah! Scream. And it's as it does that you notice that, oh wow, the marks that I'm feeling must be very similar to what the little girl had all over her. So just enough to draw blood, but not enough to hurt, actually wound. So basically, the big success is you didn't take the full damage that this thing was going to do to you, and instead it's going to mark you and maybe use you as bait.
And I am going to let out a piercing scream.
Just on cue. As you do it, so it kind of melts back into the bushes, the brush. Darcy, you and the hunter actually hear that. And he's like, keep going. I'll watch your back.
She looks like she's about to argue with him for a second. Like maybe if she weren't feeling like she were in danger, she might have said something like, "How can I trust you?" But she decides against doing that. And now I know I said that I picked up Carrie. Can I say that she's like piggybacked
Sure.
on me? Um,
Sure.
because
Falkirk,
that's
thanks for the
I
follow,
like.
by the way.
I think
Come on,
I
that's
think
not even
that's a
full.
good
Whenever
visual.
if you offer back to a
What?
small child, they will take it. That's like guaranteed.
Just hop on. So yeah, Darcy. After taking that moment, she does, kind of just nods at him and then continues towards the stream
Okay.
until
So
she actually like steps into it, pretty much.
right, it's about when you hit the stream that you hear first. Again, it's kind of like a mother knows the scream and cry of her child. You know the scream and cry of the hawk that pierces the air of the forest and comes towards you. And it's followed very soon after by another sound, a sound of a stifled yell, like a syllable almost came out before there's like a squishing and crunching sound, and it's only too close behind you.
Oh no, Hunter dude. Um, yeah, oh, shit, I don't know what to do.
Meanwhile, Dumas and Charles, you hear you're this is all happening very soon, one after another. You hear the piercing scream of Hawk, and maybe 5 seconds later, you hear what's something that just got chomped. I mean, there's you've seen enough monsters that you know what chomping, and that's the direction Darcy went off on. Charles, you know that for 100% sure. That's the direction that Darcy went off.
All right, Charles is
Hawk
going to
is
turn to Dumas and go, Dumas, you protect Hawk, and he's taken off towards Darcy, where Darcy went off to.
All
where the big
right.
chomp
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Hawk
Dumas will
is
go
also
off.
gone off towards
Yeah, Dumas will go off to where she heard Hawk scream and like run that way.
Excellent. I did catch what's Hawk doing. I didn't catch that.
also going to where the crunching sound came from.
Yeah. It's loud in the woods. You ever been in the woods where it's just quiet? You can hear like a crack of a tree bough that must be like 400 feet away, but it's like as clear as day. That's how that crunching sounds. So yeah, and Hawk runs into Dumas. They almost probably bowl each other over. And basically like Dumas, you can see that Hawk has several light cuts along her face, the sides of her face. Again, they're not wounds; they are cuts. There's blood, just enough that like an animal could smell it.
Yeah, Dumas kind of grab the side of Hawk's face and kind of tilt it a bit and look at the wounds. Looks like he's trying to use you as bait to track you down. She just looks around.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So you kind of look around. There's just a silence. Go. Yes, Darcy.
This stream that I'm in, like, is it? I mean, I know it's a body of water, but like, how big is it? Like, could I?
It's a stream in the sense that it's running water. So basically, like if it had rained or whatever, snowed more higher up. Pardon me. If there was a higher up in North Dakota, it would be larger. But right now, I would say it's like maybe 12 feet across, and at its deepest point is literally just 1 foot deep.
Okay. What I'm gonna do then is Darcy's gonna
There's something running
move.
towards you, Darcy. It's not even trying to conceal itself. It's heavy.
Okay.
It's big. It's breaking through branches. It's coming towards you at best speed. What do you do?
Okay. She's gonna pull her shotgun out and take a shot.
All right, roll to kick some ass.
I never do this.
Oh no.
Please roll bad.
Oh my goodness.
No, of course not.
Hey!
What kind of damage does that shotgun do to Charles?
Ah!
Oh no! Oh no!
What's the harm on that one?
It's a 3 harm gun.
Charles, take your damage.
Oh.
Charles,
Remember, you have armor.
Yeah, Charles has 1 armor, so make it 2.
Oh
So yeah, Charles, right after the buckshot hits him, bursts out of the edge of the hedge he was kind of coming through, and he has like the chainsaw is at the ready, and what does what does Charles do now that he's found Darcy? He sure has found her, all right.
And
First thing he's going to do is look at Darcy and go, "What did I tell you is the most important rule? Don't shoot me." He's going to pull out his brew and try to recover a little bit from that shot.
All right. And as a note, Dumas and Hawk absolutely hear the shotgun blast. All right. Go ahead and Charles, go ahead and use magic.
Alrighty.
A lot of failures this game.
Yeah, remember to mark experience.
Hey, it
seem
is
to have stolen
experience,
everyone's
though. I'll take that.
successes.
Yeah.
So, so sorry. Yeah. So Charles, as he tosses back the brew, there's I want you to see like a flashback where he's just like he's sitting in the bathroom and he's singing his little song and he's just in glee at mixing up stuff, mixing up the Molotov.
Oh no!
And he's one little glass bottle, dump it out, put in the gasoline, and then put the rag in. And he's just so much enraptured and in glee that he actually did that to his brew. So you just kick back some gasoline, spit it out. It's not a good day. You've been shot. You just literally drank gasoline by your own hand, and there's a monster out there. Dumas and Hawk. Yeah, like I said, you both absolutely hear this shotgun blast. What do you do? No pressure. Just all
1 second. What do we do?
Still heading towards the original crunching sound. I mean, the shotgun's basically in the same direction.
Yep, definitely.
They're basically in the same direction, but now I'm panicked.
As well, you should be.
Of course, I'm panicked.
Can I? Yeah, I don't know.
Follow Hawk. It's not a bad
Hawk.
strategy.
Oh yeah, because it's never gone badly.
Hawk would never lead you into danger. No, get out of town.
That's fine. I guess I was going to try to see if we could find somewhere to find the Wendigo, but I don't know how to do that right now.
Okay, that's fine. So what you do find as you're running in that direction is the hunter dude, very athletic, strong, handsome man, and he's now missing literally 2/3 of his head. It's like something put its mouth around its head and chomped. And like you can see like the brain stem, like it's like this area right here is still there.
Probably a good thing we never learned his name.
It has a big gun though.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's obviously dead. I'm going to grab his big ass gun.
The
Told
bag.
him he was.
Because obviously
Big
this is what
ass
I need
gun.
to see Darcy.
I told him he was gonna die.
Who the funny thing is, Hawk's like, "Oh, this is gonna help me save Darcy," and Darcy's not in any danger now.
So yeah, it's not much longer after you pick up the gun. It's another 20 feet or so that you breach the. Why don't I do this? Oh, hey Darcy, there's more rumbling coming towards you. It sounds even bigger than last time, and
God.
it's just coming at you. It's going at full speed. It's not going to stop. What do you do?
Okay, this time I'm taking Carrie to like the center of this stream, and I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm in water, so I'm a little slower, but I'm gonna see how fast I can move downstream.
All right. Excellent. So yes, Dumas and Hawk breach the hedge out right there, and you guys are seeing Darcy haul ass like you've never seen her haul ass before. And you've seen her haul ass before. You've seen her with police literally on her literal tail, and she did not move this fast. It's like greased lightning.
With a child, mind you.
With a child. This is the next level of running like scared shitless at this point. Yes. What do you all do? Now that you're all gathered together-ish, with the exception of Darcy and the little girl, who are
I will level the elephant gun and start spinning around going, where is
it? Dumas, look over at Charles. This thing's running us ragged. We gotta try to turn the tables on it and set a trap.
Ooh. Does anyone bother to yell out to Darcy, or do you guys just let her run? Because she's going to keep going.
First thing, Charles is gonna look at Hawk and go, "Hawk, do you have a first aid kit? Darcy shot me."
Oh yeah.
She violated rule number 3, which is do not shoot Charles.
I thought it was rule number 1.
That's rule number 1 to Darcy. That's rule number 3 to Charles.
Good one.
was cardio?
Yeah, where's cardio?
I thought rule number 1 was cardio.
That's rule number 1 for Hawk. Darcy has all the cardio she needs.
Yes.
Darcy's getting a lot of cardio right now.
Yeah, I will say that Darcy, you do hear it again. There's a lot of sound carrying over the distance. You do hear now the conversation of Hawk and Charles. Whether or not you want to look back over your shoulder, or is up to you.
No, I'm gonna keep going.
Sure.
I want to get this kid to the campground.
I'll definitely start tending to Charles. He may drive me nuts. I do care.
Okay, how are you just going to do? Like
This is
break
what I
out your
do.
trusty first aid kit?
I've always got a first aid kit of
yeah.
some sort on me.
Absolutely. All right. So as Hawk kind of bandages you up, puts on this is like an old kit. Like it was probably like like you guys have kits everywhere, and like this was probably like an old kit that was jammed way down in the back seat of like the truck, in the back of the truck there, and it's like this vial. It looks like dark brown and it's clear, and you unscrew the cap, and there's like this plastic rod in there that kind of has the stuff on it. The bottle is marked mercurochrome, and basically the instructions say basically wipe it on the wound, so you do, and it kind of stains his skin reddish brown as it does so, but theoretically it's killing germs. So Charles, go ahead and heal 1 harm, please. You've been tended to with first aid.
Okay, now, all right, awesome. Charles gets up, he dusts himself off, and he looks at the bottle that he drank the gasoline from. Takes a swig from it. Shakes his head. All right, Dumas, you are correct. We need to set a trap. Now.
All right, so Let's all go back to the RV camp and figure this out and get what we need to build the traps, because we certainly don't have it right now.
We need to get to my explosives.
Which are back at the RV.
So, Hawk, but I still want you to hang back. Why do you keep running to danger?
I'll lead the way.
So remind me what Darcy's doing? Where is she right now?
Just moving down the stream with the
Alright.
child in the general direction of where she thinks the campground is.
Yeah. But yes, so it doesn't take long before, as you guys are kind of gathering up. Okay, which way do we come from? Which way is that? Yeah, we last saw her hauling ass down the stream. You start to hear the cries of the Wendigo in the distance. First, it's behind you where you've come from. Then it seems like it's in front of you, and then Darcy, you hear it. You hear it also, but it seems to be getting closer to you. What do you do?
I mean, I would like to take a moment to read a bad situation.
I'm going to say you're already in one. What I will let you do, however, is I'm going to have you act under pressure, but remember to use your +1 because you are actually using
The information
from the last one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so go ahead and act under pressure, please. Roll plus cool. And add +1. Did you add the +1?
I did.
All right. All right, so
Yeah.
There's
so Darcy,
there's my failure, guys.
yeah, mark your XP. You're doing great. You're fine. Everything's fine. Darcy,
Sure.
Go ahead and take 2 harm.
Okay.
Yeah, you as you're kind of hauling booty down the stream at the best possible speed. You know, the kid is on your back still, yeah?
Mhm.
You feel like a pain, like at first, you know, her again, she's a, you know, she's in the monster world, but she lived most of it without realizing there were monsters and stuff. So her first sensation feels like, oh crap, I ran through some dumbass farmer's razor wire. As you kind of feel cuts go deeply into your calves. And you kind of knock yourself forward on the water. The girl kind of like you. I'm assuming I get the scene like you hit the ground on your face, but you kind of roll to have her behind you. And as you do, you see the thing, and it breathes on you, and it opens its mouth, and it, you know, you see like the teeth, the flesh caught in between more than a few of the teeth that's just rotting. And you know, for as because you're, you know, when you're in danger, you know how like time dilates and one moment feels like 45 seconds. Well, it's like you can see the dangling flesh there in between some teeth and like little maggots that are taking up home there, and it smells just as bad as it looks. And it's like it gives this big howl and blows all this air into your face. And then it's really, it's weird. The thing that you notice that is strange about this monster is that, you know, you have a general idea of what a Wendigo is, kind of, sort of, maybe. I mean, it's like a Bigfoot, right? But this thing is wearing what looks like a thin leather thong around its neck, and there's a ring on it. And that's the strange part. And you kind of see it flapping around as it's moving. And after it gives its howl, it runs off to one side of the stream into the bushes. and it's gone. And of course, all the rest of you hear this huge howl again, and Hawk, it kind of puts the hairs on the back of your neck, upright as it's like, this is the exact same sound it made at me when it wounded me.
Hmm.
What does Hawk, Charles, and Dumas do?
Hawk is going to increase speed chasing Darcy now.
Okay, you're going towards the sound. It's again same direction she went in is where the sound came from. So yeah, okay. So Hawk is already again running headlong into danger potentially. What are Charles and Dumas doing in reaction to that?
Charles wanted to go with the plan of getting back to the RV, but now he's going towards the Wendigo stream.
All right, Dumas, what you doing?
Dumas say bunch of trees, and we learned that it may use the tree, so she's gonna try to maybe climb up a tree and see if she can't track where it's going.
Interesting. All right. I assume that going up a tree isn't too hard for Dumas. It doesn't quite trigger it. It kind of does, but why don't you, just for kicks, let's go for it. Go ahead and investigate a mystery.
All right.
Why not? So roll plus sharp.
Okay.
Ooh, a 9. All right. So hold 1. So, what happened to it? What sort of creature? What can do it? What can hurt it? Where did it go? Is what you're looking for, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So I will say I'll say that your angel eyes spot something in the distance. You're kind of surveying at the treetops and that kind of thing. You do see what looks like, again, a large figure. It's hard to get a size on this at a distance, but in the distance that everyone's moving in, there's like, you see this thing hop, and then it gets some really good airtime, and then it goes straight back down into the bowels, and you see that like 2 more times in the distant distance.
All right.
All right.
Okay. I was thinking maybe I could try like parkour through the trees towards it.
If you wanted to, you could kind of try. You aren't going to catch up to it any faster than if you were on the ground. In fact, it'd probably be slower on the trees. But you could, if you want to do that. If you want to do it, do it. Let's get crazy. I'm not going to say you can't. I'm just going to say, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, she starts parkouring. So, all right, let's go ahead just for kicks. Let's see how you do. And act under pressure. Roll plus cool. Okay. So I'll say that. So you said what you want to do, but a worse outcome, hard choice. So as you kind of do it, do the parkour. I'll say the 7 to 9 part of the story is you don't make as good a time as if you were on the ground, but at least the thing can't see you, and you're probably like downwind of it, so it's not getting your scent. So again, probably would have made better time on the ground, but at least you have some sense of surprise if you keep following this route.
All right.
All right. Let's see. So let's go back to Darcy real quick. What are you doing now that you're kind of bleeding and on the ground with the kid? The kid's like screaming her head off at this point. She's crying. Kids do not have a high pain tolerance.
Yeah. Darcy is gonna kind of. She's very intrigued by what she just saw. So she's gonna get up and kind of lean down to Carrie, and she's gonna be like, I'm really sorry, but can you stay here for me? Here in the water?
She's like crying. You know, again, it hurt when she went down and hit the ground. And she's like, "You're kind of bad on your legs."
I'm gonna be okay. Here. And Darcy's gonna kind of like fish around in her pocket, and then
Have a gun. This make you feel better. Makes me feel better.
No. She's gonna give the kid her baseball bat.
All right.
From off her back.
Which you find by fishing around in your pockets.
It's like the Doctor Who thing. The chart is.
I was gonna give her like a snack or something, but no.
Better a bat. I see the logic there. That's fine. Do you want a cookie? Or do you want a Louisville Slugger? I'll let you pick. You go, girl. Which one do you want?
Okay.
You get the cookie.
You get a cookie. And you get a cookie.
Can I give her both?
Sure. Sure. Yep. A cookie and a bat.
And my bat.
This is like Christmas for Darcy, you know? Holy crap. That literally was one of Darcy's Christmases, I'm sure.
Bat,
so
yeah.
it's the little girl played in Little League?
No, it's to protect herself.
So it's about this time that Hawk and Charles come into sight. They come around a bend of the stream, and you are now in line of sight of each other. Dumas is nowhere to be seen at the moment.
Okay, so if push comes to shove, you can bash your motherfucker's head in with this thing. Or should I not say that?
She's like, bad words. Bad words.
But my friends are over there. They're gonna help you. Okay? You good?
Yeah, she's just... You know that kind of scared eating where you're like about to cry, but you're trying to eat anyway, and it just doesn't like work out as well as you'd hope.
All right, well, that's good enough for me. Darcy is gonna kind of like glance over at where Hawk and Charles are coming through, and then she's gonna turn in the direction that she saw it leave, and she's gonna run for a little while, and then she is going to fire off a shot and then say, "Come get me, you bastard!"
I have a very important question about backstory that Hawk will. What's Darcy's?
You totally cut out there. I did not hear any of that. What was the question?
I think Jason was asking for
What
Darcy's
is
middle name.
Darcy's? Yep.
I've established in the fiction that she doesn't tell anyone her middle name. She gives a different answer every time. So it could be anything.
Hawk just wants to use all three names.
Yeah. So as you come into sight, and I can see you leaving the girl there, I am going to yell out. Oh, geez, what would be an excellent middle name? Darcy Mabel Bennett, get back here!
This minute.
Yeah, Darcy doesn't care. This isn't the first time that
Also-
Hawk has said those words.
And I keep trying different middle names every time. Eventually, one of them will be right. You'll actually respond to it. Although, for the record, Hawk is carrying the elephant gun.
True story. As a note, Dumas, when
So I don't
Darcy
know if
fires
that-
off the gun, you're pretty much above her at this point. Luckily, you didn't. I'm not gonna say it when she can only shoot like one party member ascension. But yeah, you're like you find yourself above her as she cries out, "Come get me, you motherfucker!" What's Charles doing as Hawk's crying out? Darcy is moving into danger. There's a lone little girl sitting in a stream that's like bite/fun size to a Wendigo. What do you do?
It is officially hit the fan. Shit has hit the fan. Charles pulls out this vial off of his neck. It's filled with some weird crystal powder. Pops it off, and snorts the entire thing.
Oh my goodness.
Shakes his head a little bit, and his pupils just go, foop. Looks at Hawk. Take care of the girl. And he literally is doing an Olympic sprint right after Darcy. And he's just screaming, "You are so grounded when I get you, little lady."
Oh my god. Alrighty. So yes. So yeah, Charles probably laps Hawk a little bit, but Hawk has that mother hen move, which you probably should actually make it into a custom move. When you use someone's middle name, roll plus charm. Roll plus tough. Ooh, that'd be cool. I'll figure this out later. Anyway, but yes, Hawk is still keeping up. This is, her bosom buddy is in danger. And is, and I can't have to imagine, and again, you can always say that, Scott, you're completely wrong in these, and I do make these suppositions, but in my head, I have to think, Hawk's like, I'm the one that takes the dangerous risks, Darcy, type of situation. So she's pulling a Hawk.
Yeah, well, I don't voice that, but that's definitely the thought process.
Fair enough. So,
and just
Dumas.
Y'all so frustrated.
No, go ahead, Hawk. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's all I had to say. They're all so frustrating.
Yeah, it's tough being the level-headed one, the responsible one, the one that has the money. I have to imagine also that Hawk has like a little slush fund, like, oh yeah, I totally spent the money that I was going to give you on gas and cookies. Darcy always needs cookies for some reason. But yeah, so anyway, Dumas, in the boss above, since you're there, like right above the group that's now formed of your three compatriots, I will give you an opportunity, if you want to take it right now, to kick some ass on the Wendigo as it leaps past you and down towards the group. So you may kick ass if you want to. If you don't, I will continue with my narration. What do you do?
I will totally. As it leaps down, she just basically just tackle it down to the ground and start pummeling it.
Let's find out. It's time to kick some ass. Roll plus tough.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
You
know what? I'm just going to spend a freaking luck point.
You're spending a luck. All right. Okay, spend your luck. Mark it off. And that becomes a 10 plus. So you kick some ass. What's your extra effect? You force them where you want them, I think was what you were trying to do. Yes?
Let's see. Force them where you want them. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just putting it out there because that sounded like that's what your intent was.
Yeah, just tackle them down to the ground and get on top of them and start punching them.
Okay. I'll say you can at least get them down to the ground where you want them. But and you probably get a good few punches in, that's where this comes in. In the same time, so what are have you put on your gloves? Are your gloves on?
Yes.
All right. What harm do they do?
3 harm.
Okay, 3 harm. So as you're pummeling it, it claws you. It would normally do 2 harm, but you have your armor, so you will take 1 harm.
I do have smite, so it
I understand.
Yes.
All right. So the group of you, it's like, it's like, oh, you're in the forest. It's so nice and serene. It's like, oh, acorns are dropping from the trees over there. Acorn, acorn. Dumana creature just dropped from the push not right in front of you, right off to the side. But that's when all of you get a good look at this creature. And again, it looks like a short, Bigfoot, hairy, with this big head, this big maw that's impossibly large, and these large, kind of rounded off talons, basically. And you kind of, again, it's that time dilation moment where literally, like, you're talking like, and Darcy had to watch you running off, and boosh, you're like, out of nowhere, suddenly this angel and monster hit the ground not too far from you. And you all get to see it. You see the thing hit. It rakes at Dumas. Dumas gives it one of those punches, and it just, you see the force come off of it. It's one big shockwave, and you all see some weirdness. It's you see the weirdness of that thong, the leather thong with the ring on it. You see that it has some scars running down its right arm, and it's like, and the only reason you can see the scars is because there's no fur there. It looks like there's like one, kind of one longer one and one something next to it. What do you do?
I would like to swipe its little necklacey thing.
Okay. So without
whatever that would be.
Wait,
all right.
So you said the scar on the arm and the thong on the necklace on the neck?
Necklace on the neck.
Charles, so everything's going in slow motion. Charles sees that on the arm. He sees the necklace. He looks at the Wendigo. His eyes go wide. And everybody's going to hear him just scream this one thing. Johnson?
Yes, and it's at that time when, as time goes by so slowly, that you kind of see this Wendigo's eyes up close, and it's like you see Charles's eyes looking back at you. And you notice that the ring that's around his neck matches the one that Charles still wears on his left ring finger. What do you do?
Well, we can't kill it now.
You have just a few seconds, and it's going to start attacking.
Oh, it's pinned under Dumas, so
Charles' eyes fills with tears, and he's jumping. He jumps, and he brings his chainsaw down.
All right. It's not in a position to really escape. So what does your chainsaw do in terms of harm?
3 harm. Messy.
All right, 3 harm. Yeah, so this thing gets raked along its, torso to its side. Blood splatters on Dumas. It's not pretty. And it's able to kind of, as it takes its brutal cut with the chainsaw, it kind of throws itself out from under Dumas, and it's now kind of like on all fours facing the 4 of you.
Charles is screaming at this point, everyone.
All right. What do you do? Or it's about to attack.
Well, I'm waiting for other people, but yeah, tell me when I should punch it again.
I know we don't. It's thoughtful of you to be equitable with pummeling of the monster of the week.
I know we don't have rounds, but I'm kind of like waiting, like to get in there again.
Yeah, I mean, Charles is going after it. I'll shoot it.
Okay. All right. Now that it's up, go ahead and kick some ass, Darcy.
Because that worked really well.
That worked so well before.
Actually, yeah, I did roll really well.
Oh, 10 plus. All right. What's your extra effect?
I'm gonna give +1 forward to Charles.
Okay.
It's my extra effect.
And what
And
does
my shotgun does 3 harm.
3 harm? Okay, good. All right. So yeah, so it's far enough. Well, I'll say far enough away where it's not going to, it doesn't have an opportunity to quite attack you. But if Charles doesn't do something real quick and in a hurry, it's going to get you next.
Okay. Would Charles be close enough to say that he's direct, like behind the Wendigo?
No, you're in a position where the 4 of you are kind of in front of it at this point.
Oh, okay.
So who's getting attacked? I'm sorry.
Well, it was going to attack Darcy, and yeah, so it didn't work out as well as everyone had hoped. But because we hope
He's gonna go. Well, Charles is gonna go to tackle the Wendigo now.
Wait, what?
You're a
You said
Wendigo
you
attacker.
wanted Darcy to get attacked?
No, he said he's going to tackle the Wendigo.
Whatever. I don't need this.
I don't.
How did that how did that translate to? I want to let Darcy get attacked.
No, I thought that's what Scott was saying.
I misspoke. I assure you.
I'm sure. It's okay. Darcy's kind of an asshole. Turns out.
So it's going to redirect itself. It's right now lunging at Hawk. If it basically, if someone doesn't take it down with this next action, it's gonna basically maul Hawk.
I thought Charles was going at it.
Actually, wait, no. No, instead of trying to tackle it, Charles is going to go one more time. He's going to aim for its head.
Right.
If it attacks Hawk, I definitely want to protect Hawk.
Okay. So Hawk is not in need of protection yet, but should that happen, I'm putting a pin on that. All right.
If it's coming for Hawk still has the elephant gun at.
Oh, is Hawk going to take it? Take a shot? I'll let Hawk take a shot. Hawk hasn't really gotten a piece of this yet.
How much harm?
If it's going to come for me,
All right. Go ahead and Hawk. Go ahead and kick some ass.
Assume it does 4 harm because that's like the professional sniper rifle does 4 harm.
Don't you worry, pretty little self, about how much harm it does. Just go ahead and shoot that gun. What's your extra effect you want? Good roll, by the way.
I'll take less harm.
Okay. So it's 1, and now let's just do the protect someone. We haven't done that either. Go ahead and do my roll plus tough to protect Hawk.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So 10
Protect
plus.
worked. And for Dumas, get an experience.
Oh, cool. So take note, Dumas.
I think Dumas has leveled up this session.
Yeah, totally.
I did.
So Dumas, what's your extra thing you're choosing for your 10 plus?
Well, I imagine she shoots it. It kind of like staggers back, and when it comes charging at Hawk, she just kind of steps in front of it and just uppercuts it, and she'll do harm.
Okay. All right. So it would have. Let's see here. 2 harm. So I'm trying to think. I actually already had this all figured out. So go ahead and Dumas, you'll take 1 harm after your armor.
Yes.
And yeah, so the gun, boom! It's louder than you expected. Like way louder. Like literally everyone's ears are ringing loud. Like if someone screamed right next to you now, you couldn't hear it over the ringing. but you see this big hole open up in the center of the beast, and like Hawk, you're at the perfect angle. You can actually literally see through it. And with its last breath, it leaps at Hawk, and that's when Dumas steps in behind, and we'll say Charles gets the last move in as it kind of falls backwards, chainsaw to throat, and its head rolls away. And the leather thong
Shit.
falls with the ring falls at Charles's feet, bloodied.
Charles slowly picks up the ring, walks over to the Wendigo's head, drops to his knees, picks up the head. Every memory of his child's life plays through his head. And he slowly just rocks with the head, and he just starts to sing a lullaby to the head.
Whoa.
And he's just... and he just ends with saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he clutches the head to his heart. And he just cries.
Welcome to Monster of the Week, everyone. It's not friendly time with wooden elves. It's Monster of the Week. So yeah. So let's go ahead and jump ahead to on the road of the RV.
Wait, did we make sure the kid was okay?
Kid is okay.
Okay.
We got her a
important to
cocoa
me
and a blanket.
personally.
We made sure to give her a cocoa and a blanket.
Yeah, coconut blanket, and turned her over to the forest ranger, who at some point is going to have to tell her that her parents have been eaten.
We don't get paid enough for all that.
Yeah, you hand them off to the social worker and get the hell out of Dodge, pretty much. So yes, in the RV.
While Charles is having his Charles moment, Hawk's going to be a bit more pragmatic and collect some pelt or something for some extra pay.
Yeah, pelt or bone.
Bones are
Alright.
You're able to pick some rib bone that's been shattered by multiple shotgun blasts and the elephant gun.
Yeah. Dumas said to Darcy, that hunter didn't last long, did he?
No, it's a shame. He was kind of cute.
Not my type.
Not really mine either. I don't date misogynists as a rule.
Good rule.
Note to self. All right, awesome. Now we're at the RV, kind of moving along, rolling on down the road. What's the scene in the RV as it's now nighttime? You're probably getting into early morning, but it's kind of probably one of those hunts where it's like you just want to get the hell out of there and not be anywhere near where you just got where all this just happened. So what's going on in the RV?
Well, I imagine everyone else is like laying down. Darcy's driving. Charles is in the room in the bunk bed. He's sitting there next to Fenrir. Fenrir is just snoring asleep. He looks left and right. And he pulls up a little bag. And he opens it. And he pulls out the Wendigo's head.
Oh, God.
And all he does is he just hugs it and he just holds it to his chest. And he just rocks.
Ooh, that's going to get smelly soon.
He knows. He knows. He just slowly rocks with the head in the room.
Yeah, Hawk is pretending to be asleep at this point, I gotta imagine. What are Hawk and Dumas doing? Oop, did we
Well-
lose Jason? He seems frozen-ish. Or he's just not moving. I think he's frozen. How about Dumas? What you doing?
He froze on us.
I was going to do something with Hawk, but I'd wait till they get back. What's Darcy doing?
Darcy's on the phone.
She's on the phone.
She's on the phone. When she went and got her new phone, she got like a little headset or whatever, and she's chatting with somebody. Scott, who
Ooh.
is this somebody? What is their code name?
Codename is Raven.
Raven. Raven and Mouse. I love that. And do I know what their gender is, or is it a mystery
No.
to me?
It's a mystery
Okay.
at this time.
I'm kind of imagining that they're like friends, is what I'm getting at here. And so when everyone else is asleep, or Darcy assumes everyone else is asleep, she kind of has this like secret late night conversations with this person.
Gotcha.
Or they get to know each other without really getting to know each other. You know?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and I'll say it's not like computerized or anything, but the voice is very non-binary type of read to it. Either there's no saying who this person is really.
Gotcha.
Jason is still not back.
Scandalous.
Oh, there he
he's
is.
back. There he is.
Go. He's back.
Ooh, scandalous.
Scandalous.
I could
And
hear
Darcy-
the whole thing, so.
Oh,
Darcy is telling Raven all about this Wendigo and how she was super awesome and how she saved a kid. And even though that's not quite how it happened. But
that's not important to the story.
yeah, you should have seen me. I taunted it, shot it with my shotgun, and it worked. I'm great at being bait, turns out.
That's a good skill.
Hey, on the plus side, Darcy actually took harm finally.
Oh yeah, I took harm for the first time.
I would say Dumas when Hawk and them, like towards the time they're about ready to go to bed, she comes in with her boxers and tank top, and she has a little bit of newspaper in her hand, and she puts it on the nightstand next to Hawk and kind of crosses her arms and looks at Hawk.
What does Hawk do?
Just kind of looking back and go, what are you doing here? Pretty late. Shouldn't you be getting some sleep?
Maybe. I don't know why you keep throwing yourself into danger like this, but I can't say I've seen enough people die. And I'd prefer that you didn't go that way too.
Not that I'm looking to die. It's that somebody has to watch out or they're going to kill themselves.
Yeah, the newspaper clipping, the one we talked about.
The one that you snooped for, yes.
So, you want to tell me what's going on?
Please do. Or don't. Or don't, we're good.
I'm not sure what you mean by what's going on.
I've seen people that are suicidal before, and this definitely looks like somebody's trying to die by running into danger.
Like I said, I'm not trying to die. I'm trying to keep them alive. I already fucked that up once. I don't plan to do it again.
Mm. Yeah, I know the feeling. Once humans, they live. Basically, they did not die. We lived with them, and they were immortal. They were gifted, you know the garden story. They were gifted by God with immortal life. But because we watched over them, we guided them, but we could never actually contact them. We had to do it from the shadows. And we wanted to guide them to help them achieve the divinity that they had within them. But God apparently had other plans. When we made contact, that is when your kind was cursed with mortality. I believe God feared that your kind could grow into beings that could challenge him. I don't know. And
We could challenge God. Right. God, the Almighty, the All-Powerful, the one who controls the entire universe. So what? Was it God that made me dare Billy to dive in the lake that night?
well, if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't have died. And if it wasn't for us failing to stop him, failing to restore immortality to humanity, he wouldn't have died either. I can still feel them. Do you know that every few seconds somewhere in the world dies? And I can feel them.
So what you're saying is that you were going to make us immortal and you didn't, and so Billy died because you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
We failed. Not.
No, I failed. I failed. We were stupid. It was all my fault.
Mm. And Hawk, I haven't been close to people for a long time. I was locked up in what you would call hell for longer than you can imagine. It was dark. You could not feel anything. You were left alone with your thoughts for a very long time. But I can say that now that I'm back, I very much want to make sure no one else dies on my watch. And
You were
maybe,
locked away with nothing but your thoughts in a very dark place for a long time. So I guess you're saying I'm still in my own personal hell. I knew that. Goodbye, Dumob. Please leave.
all right, Julie.
All right. Okay. Door closes behind. Newspaper clipping is left.
Is going to be laying on their stomach, head buried under the pillows, and sobbing all night, unable to sleep.
How about you, Ma?
Duma will probably just like drink a lot.
Good answer. Good answer. All right. Awesome. We went a little over, but I absolutely didn't want to miss that last scene. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. That was pretty awesome roleplay. So let's real quick, just to get the episode finished. And again, congratulations! You finished a mystery in one episode. Woo! Good job. Good job. Good job. So let's go to end of session experience. I hope you all been marking your experience for any failures, because you sure did fail a bit this one. That's all right. That's random number generators for you. So let's answer the end of session experience questions real quick. All right. Did we conclude the... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Walk. I did not hear you.
I was just saying, yeah, we certainly did fail a lot today.
That's okay. You missed. Not necessarily failures, but sometimes failures. Let's see. All right. So, did we conclude the current mystery? Yes or no? Yes, that's one. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
The kid?
Little Carrie
kid.
girl.
Little girl.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Didn't save Hunter, dude.
Yeah, he did not save Hunter, dude. That almost negates the little girl saving, but we'll go with that.
But I don't know. Did we really want to save Hunter, dude? He was kind of a dick.
I don't know. Well, whatever. One of many Hunter dudes.
I expected him to last a little bit longer.
did
Scott
we...
was like, wow, they don't like this character. Let's off him right away.
It's the Hunter move. Don't be... Or the Keeper move. Don't be afraid to kill off NPCs. So, did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Dumas revealed some interesting things about the world.
Okay. It's not the
fact
whole
that
group
God
doesn't know
exists.
that, but yes, it does count. Absolutely. And cool adding to the fiction, by the way, Dumas. Good job. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? I'm supposing on this one.
I'd say for
Plenty.
quite a few of our hunters, we learned something new.
All right. So for 3 or 4, which this was, each hunter marks 2 more boxes of XP. So there we are. Excellent session. You guys, as the move says, kicked ass. So good job. So we're a little over. So let's wrap her up. And again, awesome session, really great. I'll be happy to do some highlights on this one. It'll be good. So let's say goodbye to the stars of the show who've been rocking it all 3 hours here. Let's start off with Brian over here.
All right, everyone, you have a good night. And remember, you can find me at Mr. Nerdy Brian on Twitter.
Oh. Hold on. I gotta put it up. I totally forgot. That was my bad. Okay, now go. Now, where can we find you, Brian? What do you do?
You can always find me at my Twitter at Mr. Nerdy Brian. And then, actually, this weekend I'll be dropping when my next project will be releasing on YouTube. So keep your eyes peeled for that, everyone.
Awesome.
And have a good night.
Horror and dubs. Watch it. Be part of it. Etc. Good job. Sorry, did not mean to almost miss that. That was my bad. And it's awesome stuff. I've looked at some of this stuff. It's cool. Check it out. It's awesome. Next we have Jason.
Eddie, this week I'll be back and I'll still be an emotional wreck.
It's kind of Hawk's thing, but that's okay. Cool. Next we have Emily.
Goodbye.
Emily was happy to be here. And last but not least, we have Cassie.
Goodbye, peoples.
Excellent.
Try to be good and stuff.
Oh, yeah. See, that's my line. So, yes, I am Scott's Hits Files. These are the stars of the show. Don't ever forget that. And they definitely showed it off tonight. So, I hope you're as impressed as I am. So, I'm Scott's Case Files. This channel you're watching or the YouTube you're watching. If you're watching me on Twitch right now, all my stuff is below in the About. Just click that. All my Discord and Twitters and YouTubes, etc., etc. If you're watching this on YouTube, all those links are below. So thanks for watching again, Monster of the Week. Is this episode 5? Yeah, we're halfway through the whole campaign already. It flies. So, and it's been cool so far. I cannot wait to see what happens in the second half. So thank you for joining us. And my viewers, you're awesome and keep being awesome. In the meantime, everybody have a good time. Be good to each other. Take care of yourselves and everyone else and do no harm, unlike our hunters. And we will see you next time.